Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, my friends. I just want to say thank you all the ways you've been loving on the channel. I appreciate you so much, my bull gang. I am here to do a read, and when I do bonus reads, as you all know, I read for the current to the future energy. This could resonate at any time. I mean, today, tomorrow, next year, 3 years from now, who knows? It's always good to sort of go back and look at the older ones, because if they didn't resonate with you at the time, they might resonate with you now. Might make more sense now. I've actually had people come back in the comments and said so. All right. Excuse me. As you get this video today, I'm actually out of the cabin, laying under the stars, looking at the moon with my big old Canon camera, taking pictures of Luna. See if I can get some pictures. If I do, I'll post them in the community area. Yeah, got to disconnect for a bit. Thanks, Taurus, for being here. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, we got the Three of Swords. This is post eclipse energy, but those eclipse energies, they're not even dissipating in between. We've got 2 weeks in between eclipses, right? I think it's total lunar eclipse, and I think it's partial solar. It happens on the 21st. We've got the Ace of Coins. We've got the Three of Swords. And we've got the Seven of Cups. I think that the first thing I'm supposed to tell you is that there is going to be some sort of financial worry that's coming up. And I don't think that you have to worry nonetheless. I feel like it's a disappointment. So the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Swords is telling me you don't get the loan, or you don't get the raise, or you don't get the promotion. And I think it's confusing as to why you don't. But I also feel like there's some type of an illusion here. Like there's something here that you don't see or you don't understand, or something that's clouding your vision here. Tell me what this is. We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups. Ah, okay. Oh boy. You know what it feels like here? So I'm going to talk about it in terms of a career first and money things, because the Ace of Coins is at the top of the mind, right? So I think that what's going on here is that there is going to be a disappointment financially. And I don't think it's going to be an impact, understand? So please don't worry about that. But I think it's going to be something you wanted that you can't have because you can't get the loan. Or that somebody's not going to sell the car for that much. Now they want more. Or it feels like that. So it feels like the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning point. It's the jumping off point, right? And it feels like something is about to change. But I want to say that the reason you're not getting the thing that you want is because something else is coming. So sometimes we're redirected and we don't understand. We get a little bit upset with the universe for not giving us the thing that we want. And I feel like it might be a little bit disappointing or heartbreaking even that you don't get the loan, or you don't get the thing you want to buy, or maybe someone outbids you on the house. But it feels like something is about to transform. I'm looking at this card here, and we have to look at the symbols, right? We've got the owl here, transformation. We have something that's going to happen quickly. There is a squirrel there, and we've got the fox, and it's looking back at the Three of Swords here. So I feel like you think that you're being left behind, or you feel like there has to be a reason that I'm not getting this loan. It almost feels like maybe you get mad at the bank manager, or something really sort of pisses you off, but it's because there's an illusion here. There's an illusion that you're going to have to now sit in this Four of Cups. Now I can't grow. Now I can't go anywhere. Now I can't move. Now I can't get the new apartment. It feels like it becomes stagnant. So what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? Like that's what it feels like. So, but then look, the Tower shows up, and the Tower shifts everything. And I think that maybe you wanted this thing, but I think that something else is coming, because you're shifting out of a cycle here, or a chapter of your life. Maybe you weren't asking for enough is what I'm saying. Maybe the thing that you wanted was the very narrow view of what you deserve. Like, I think you deserve so much more, but I think that it's very clouded, or there's an illusion, and it feels like you start getting sort of stuck in your head, like, fine, I guess I'll just sit here then. Well, everybody else gets their thing and gets to move forward, and I'll just sit here. But the Tower is showing up. There is going to be a shift here, and it's going to close a chapter for you and bring clarity. So, very interesting. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about, where should we go first? Oh my goodness. Yeah, tell me about the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's talk about that first. We've got the 5 of Wands. I think you get angry. You get angry. You feel like you're being held back. I think your anger finally turns to tears. You feel frustrated and disappointed. But what is really going on is transformation. So the reason you didn't get what you wanted is because something else is at play. And I don't think you see it, but most of us don't, right? We just know that, you know, I wanted the car and now the loan didn't go through, or whatever it is. I wanted the house and I didn't get it, I got outbid. But there is transformation at play here. Something is dying so something else can be born. The High Priestess is here, but it's a secret. I feel like for some of you, you kind of have a knowing. It's like, okay, for some of you, you might get angry or pissed off that you're being held back, or that there's indecision, or someone won't make a decision on the loan, or someone won't make a decision on the house, or someone won't buy my house. Why won't they buy my house or my property? But I feel like there's secrets. It feels like the High Priestess energy is trying to get you to listen to your intuition. And I think the intuition, if you were to listen quietly, I feel would tell you that's because you're not supposed to go in this direction. That's not the way it's supposed to go here. I feel like it's supposed to turn into something else. So I'm going to say that if you come up against this situation where you really wanted it, there was no reason why you shouldn't get it. Your credit is fine and you qualified, or that you put in the bid on the house but somebody else outbid you. I think whatever it is, it's like you don't have an understanding of why it happened. It's like it's being hidden from you, but it's not. It's actually just buried in the intuition. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, we've got the 10 of Cups, and we've got the 10 of Swords. So it feels like we're going through endings here. So it could be confusion. It could be confusion. It could be, it feels like really hard energy is what I'm going to say, because the 7 of Cups is Scorpio energy. So it feels like it's like destructive. It feels destructive. So the 8 of Cups, or sorry, the 8 of Pentacles is here. And it feels like, okay, well, then I'll just put in a new application. Can't you just fix that? Like, it feels like all of a sudden you go into recon mode and you start pulling apart all the analytics. Well, you said that if I did this, this, and this, that it was going to be okay. I feel like you start arguing against the system. I think that what you don't realize is that you're going through endings because there are new beginnings coming. I feel like there's something going on in the background here. I feel like you're trying to push the path or trying to force it, and it's just going to cause this. It's just going to cause anger, upset. It's going to cause feeling betrayed. Why couldn't you give that to me? You told me that it was on sale. What do you mean? You told me it was on sale. Why am I paying $20,000 more? Like, it feels like something that you feel betrayed by. It does feel like with this 4 of Cups that you're confused as to why you're kind of trapped in this place that is stagnant. Maybe you've been trying to move out of the old apartment for a while and find a house, and now the market has gone crazy and it's not working. Whatever it is, I feel has got you up in your head here. It's got you overthinking the whole situation. I feel like that you're going to be in this situation for probably 4 months, maybe 4 cups or 4 months for me. It feels like for the next 4 months, you're going to be sort of brewing in this situation in your emotions. Like, I feel stuck. Why can't I move? Why isn't it working for me? Well, I feel like it wasn't divine timing. I feel like the Tower is showing up and it's bringing a shift of something here. Let's talk about this Tower. Tell me about the Tower for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, we've got the 6 of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords. Something else comes in super quick. And maybe to you 4 months isn't super quick, but in the overall scheme of things, I feel like what's happening as the shift is happening, something is coming into balance. Something that was out of balance is coming back into balance. I feel like my intuitive energy or my psychic energy is saying to me that if you don't get the apartment, or you don't get the mortgage for the house, or you just don't get the house because it was outbid, I feel like you weren't supposed to go there. You know what it's like when you get in the car and you take the same route to work every single day. Every single day you take the same route. And one day you go outside and the tire's flat and you're like, crap. Now I can't take the same route because now I know that traffic is going to be backed up car by car by car. Now I've got to go all the way around. But when you go all the way around and you finally get to your destination 30 minutes late, you realize that there was an accident on the highway and somebody passed away. Like, I feel like that's the kind of reroute that's going on here. Like you want something and you're feeling betrayed by the universe. Like, how can you betray my happiness like that? You start trying to go into this mode of, no, this can't be right. Let's pull this apart. I feel like what you're supposed to do is just step back and let the universe do its thing. Because I feel like if you were to maybe live in that neighborhood, maybe something terrible would happen. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like the universe is shifting you into something from the chaos to the calm. So it feels like a decision is made, and it does take you out of your chaotic place, wherever that is. Like maybe you don't like living where you live because there's a lot of crime there, and maybe that's chaotic for you. But it feels like it pulls you out of the chaos and sends you to the calm, where I feel like you have more control over... you have more control over, your words mean something more. I would say that when you say something, people really listen. The Knight of Swords is here, this Gemini energy. And although it can be a little bit aggressive energy, I feel like when you speak, people listen. So it feels like wherever you're being shifted into, you're going there because you deserve to be in a place that is not chaotic. You deserve to be in the calm, and you deserve for this decision to be made in a very solid, grounded, slow, meaningful way, if it makes sense. All right. Tell me what this is about. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's going to put you in this stasis here. It's going to put you in this place of perspective, and I think that's what you need. So the perspective, I feel, the Hanged Man is like you've got to sacrifice the situation, but it is going to give you perspective that something better comes along, a better offer, something multiplies. Maybe you get a better deal. It feels like the coins here, I like the way this is showing up here because we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, but we have the 3 here. It feels like it's something that maybe had a better foundation. Maybe the house was maybe structurally stronger. It feels like it's the Page of Pentacles is telling me that it's a little bit better than what you were going to get, is what it feels like. But this Hanged Man is the pause, and the pause might be 4 months. It doesn't have to be that exact amount, but it might be 4 months before you get another crack at it. And I think that's why you're so upset, because you know you're going to have to wait some time before you get what you want. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Charlie said, you know what? Let's tell you what it feels like, what this tower is going to feel like, because this is what it's going to lead you to. But when do you know that the tower is here? Because not all towers are created equal, right? Some are require a devastating blow, and some don't. And I feel like this is going to be a softer tower because the 4 of Cups is here with the tower. And I feel like this is a change in your mind for sure. A shift in your mindset gets you out of this place of the 8 of Swords. But I also feel like with the 4 of Cups here that you are being moved out of the comfort zone. So we've got something's revealed to you. The moon is in the reverse. Ah, look at this. 3 of Cups. I like that. The 5 of Pentacles is here. So I feel like that the disconnect that you went through was necessary. It was necessary to bring you to some sort of reveal with the moon in the reverse. So something, what's going to happen here is something that the tower and the moon in the reverse are going to reveal something to you. So look, maybe the people who got the house, maybe something terrible happens there. Or maybe you realize that they got taken, or you find out their foundation is falling apart. I feel like something is revealed to you, and that's when you'll know that the tower is here. Got the Fool. It fell out of the deck. We'll just leave it right there for now. I don't know why it's here, but we'll clarify it. Let's find out what's going on here. So I think you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you want, but it's not going to be right now. When you do finally get it, it's going to be super happy with the 3 of Cups here. It's going to be a joyous time, but let's find out what the reveal is here. The World card, the Queen of Swords, and the Devil energy. I just want to say that sometimes redirection is protection, and I feel like there is a chapter that needs to end here that is going to help you realize or turn into or stand up and be counted. Stand up and, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the Queen of Swords is the only person that can release from the devil energy because she carries the sword. It feels like you talk your way out of something, or something is going to be revealed to you that you made the smartest, clearest decision and you were listening to your intuition. It feels like with the World card here that something closes, and the devil energy is what's revealed is that there is doubt. I feel something becomes clear, or you find the honest truth on something, and it sends you into this Three of Cups energy with, oh my gosh, I am so glad that that did not work out. So it does feel like you're going to be pushed out of a comfort zone. It's going to feel like crap for a little bit. So look, maybe this tower is going to cause a little bit of chaos and make you move in a way you didn't want to move. But I feel like eventually you're going to find out that the reason this didn't work out is because of, I feel like that there was something toxic, maybe something attached to it. Like it feels like the reveal is you realize that you're so grateful that it didn't work out. Let's look at this Fool, because it feels like there is something brand new coming here. It might be a better neighborhood, or like I'm just using the house analogy, right? It could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. But I feel like it has to do with something you really wanted but couldn't have. And now that that thing's out of the way, now the real thing comes. The real good thing comes here. I think that you were headed in the wrong direction, and the truth of the matter is the place you were headed was toxicity. And I feel like now that that chapter's closed, now we've got the Fool here. We've got the King of Cups, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got Temperance. Look, can't even write that. Temperance is here. Everything evens itself out. It's healed. It's good. It's the moment of alchemy where everything begins to shove forward. Everything begins to move forward. And the King of Cups is here. It feels like happiness, emotional happiness, that things are pushing forward, and it's something that is a brand new chapter. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Nine of Wands. Look at that. The truth is that what's coming is good news. So I'm going to say, look, it feels like that you're sort of pissed off. This could be a person. Maybe you've been dating somebody and they decide that they're going to date somebody else. I don't know what the situation is, but it feels like with the King of Swords here, you get some clarity, honesty, and truth. The truth is that there was something better coming along. There was a new thing that was showing up, and it feels like you were supposed to be resilient through not getting what you wanted in order to wait for the thing that was really good for you. I just feel like I should put 3 cards down here. Look at this. We've got the Empress, right? I feel like you had to wait to move into a new vibration. The Empress then pushes forward boldly after learning a lesson. I don't know, it's a damn mic drop. I'm just going to say. The Page is the one that's always learning the lesson. I think that somebody here had to cool their jets and learn to be the Queen of Wands. You had to be resilient. The only way you can learn the Queen of Wands energy is through resilience, because the Queen of Wands has been through everything. And so the universe was testing you. One more thing before you become the Empress. And now you've learned the lesson. And now you're healed. And now you get what you want. Now you're moving on. And in fact, you're going to get even better. You're going to get something better than what you thought you were getting in the first place, because a new chapter is opening up here, and it's something that is new, and it's honest, and it's truthful, and it could be a person, but it could be that the lawyer helps you get the thing that you want. The lawyer, the judge, the magistrate comes in and says, here's your new beginning. Could be a person though. I do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Scorpio is here. We've got Sagittarius energy a couple of times. We've got Aries. We've got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, more Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, just in case you're looking at it in terms of a person. I'm going to leave that right there. And you guys, I hope you're having a good weekend. And yeah, you'll probably see this on Monday, I think. So it might be after the weekend, but I hope you have a great Monday. You guys take care of yourselves. Love you so much. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.